going on, everyone? I'm working on the final activity, the synthesis part of assignment 1A. I'm about to give you a rundown of my whole life, my personal identity. So my personal identity, where I'm from, San Diego, California. Grew up with a younger brother, mom and dad married, very blue collar family. My dad has cut meat at Costco for 25 years, and my mom is an educator. She's worked for the County Office of Education. She's worked as a middle school English teacher. Now she is dealing with grants at Cuyamaca Community College. So I got a mom in education. Dad's just worked a blue collar job, and both my parents have grinded to help my brother and I do everything that we want to do career wise, baseball wise. I'm fortunate enough to have both sets of grandparents still in my life. And they've helped instill, all the qualities that I have as a human being, to kind of, reinforce everything that my parents were both big on, hard work, dedication, just overall having good character, good integrity. So, I've been blessed to, number one, be from a beautiful city and have a great support system around me. So just a little bit about me. I've always identified as an athlete. I've played baseball since I was 4 or 5 years old. Dreamt of playing in the big leagues since I was a 7-year-old kid. I kind of made it a goal of mine to get drafted out of high school. I was committed to play baseball at San Diego State University. I ended up signing with the White Sox out of high school. I played parts of 3 seasons in their organization in the minor leagues, and was kind of in no man's land, to be honest, after being released. I was released at 21 years old, and when you have those dreams and aspirations to play in the big leagues for your whole life, and that's everything that you're working for, and that all gets stripped, you kind of don't know what's next. So I kind of juggled, different jobs. I'd work at, my dad got me on at Costco, and I've worked, retail. I ended up going back to San Diego State to finish my degree in communication, continue my degree in communication. I had to go to community college after I got done playing baseball before I transferred to San Diego State. So ended up graduating from San Diego State in 2018, and then I spent 2 years in professional baseball, working in professional baseball on the scouting side. So did some West Coast video for the Atlanta Braves, and then took a leap of faith and went out to Houston and scouted for the Detroit Tigers in South Texas for a year. So during that journey, I feel like a lot of who I am comes from just baseball, and not only in pro ball, but just growing up, I played with so many different cultures. And that's kind of shaped who I am, like the music that I listen to, the shoes that I wear. I played with a big Latin population, and it's inspiring, when I look back on it, just putting myself in the shoes of some of the Venezuelan and the Dominican born players. Like, they got an opportunity to play in the big leagues, and their whole life and the people around them, their parents' finances, all depend on them getting to the big leagues, and it depends on their success. So I just learned a lot about like just showing empathy and kind of putting myself in other people's shoes, and I've feel like I've done a good job at that as I've grown older. But just being in the locker room with so many different guys, it's even like it comes down to like the foods that I like and the coffee that I drink. All that stuff is inspired by, I guess, like-minded human beings that, I met along the way during my baseball career. So yeah, and then, here I am today. I came back from Houston, got out of scouting when COVID hit, started coaching high school baseball here in town in San Diego. One of my friends got me a job at the school. I got on as a special ed aide, and then I got a campus supervisor job after that, and decided to start this credential. I'm super into physical education, whether it just be, weight training or just being outside playing sports. And I'm super into longevity and how I can maximize my overall health. And I kind of want to blend all these different things and give back to students. So that's kind of where I'm headed. But all these things that I've learned throughout the years and all these things that I identify as, I want to, put on display and help the next generation. So that's a little bit about my personal identity and some of the things that have made me who I am today. Thank you.